Would you pay $2,000 for an untouched, untrained mule? Well, a couple people would. In the current BLM's online corral, there are 3 mules that are currently listed, and the most expensive one right now is at $7,000, and the auction's not even over yet. If we head on over to the website, you can see the top one here listed at $7,000. The next one is at $3,000, and the third is at $2,500. Let's take a closer look at them now. So the first one here is a 1-year-old female. She is currently bidding for $7,000. So she is from Twin Peaks, an HMA in California. She was captured last August. The next one we have is a 1-year-old gelding. He is also from Twin Peaks and was also gathered in August of 2022. The last one here, this one is also from Twin Peaks and was gathered in July of 2022. Also 1 year old and a gelding. Now, over on the BLM's website, it says that some of the original horses in this area may be from Spanish stock. Today, the herd is descended from U.S. Army remounts released prior to and during World War I and historic draft and riding ranch stock. The burros likely originated from the historic sheep grazing operations in the area. Because the Twin Peaks HMA has both horses and burros, it is also one of the few HMAs that has mules. The Twin Peak animals are highly desired by adopters because of their size, quiet temperaments, and color. Now, to give you an idea of how rare these mules are, I went over to the BLM's program data page. When I scroll down and went to removals, you can see here the horses and burros that were removed over the years. Here in 2019, you see an asterisk, and it says removed 2 mules. 2. Now, if you remember, the 3 mules we looked at were all yearlings and born in 2022. However, we don't see the mules listed here. So I then went down to look at the historical data here, and I started by looking at the 2019 report because that's where the 2 mules are rounded up. And when I searched in this report here, I did not find mules listed, but perhaps they were categorized as a burro. Like we saw in the removals, we saw the burros with an asterisk indicating mules, but I didn't find any asterisks or any mention of mules in this report. In the 2022 report or data here, it says the data is not yet available, and if I look at the 2022 link right here, it goes to the tentative schedule for this year. So, and I do recall I was watching the BLM advisory board meeting about a month ago, and they did talk about data from 2022, just taking some time to accumulate. There's a lot of information out there, so I'm not surprised that information isn't yet present. But I'm curious if they will update this chart here indicating the mules that were gathered. But either way, the main point is you can see how rare these mules actually are. Now, another interesting thing is over on the 2022 Twin Peaks HMA, their gather report, they mention here that they gathered 24 and released 24 mules back onto the range. But they don't indicate taking in mules or taking 2 off the HMA. In their final gather report, there are no mules mentioned here, which is interesting. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But at first I thought perhaps these mules were born in holding, but it says here that they were captured from this area. Otherwise, it would list the holding facility center. So I'm not sure. Maybe we'll see some updates to the story of these mules, but they're from the Twin Peaks in 2022. Anyway, things always get more complicated when you look into it, but that is why these mules are so unique and interesting. That is why you see the prices on these mules. They're very rare, they're very unusual, and people tend to like rare and unusual things. But thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in my next video. Bye!